Om Shanti, hello and greetings for Diwali to everyone. Diwali is perhaps the most celebrated festival of the year, when we all come together and we share good wishes, good thoughts, happiness with each other. Diwali represents the great victory of light over darkness, of goodness over evil, of truth over illusion. And when we come together, we celebrate how important it is to live a life of virtue and conquer the vices which we may have within ourselves. For me, Diwali represents truth, and truth really is that which leads to real freedom and happiness in life. And the very first truth that one needs to awaken within the self is the first realization, and that is the truth of my true self, which means I am essentially a spiritual being. I am the soul. And it's not enough simply to know this or to accept it or to believe it, but to live in that awareness that I, the soul, peace is my nature, happiness is my nature, and love is my nature. To live in this awareness and to give life to these energies once again, that's the true state of this inner Diwali. The question for us to ask ourselves is, who owns your happiness? When we are self-aware, when we are spiritually aware, then our happiness is in our own hands. But when we're in the darkness of Ravan, illusion, then our happiness goes up and down, and seems to be in the hands of other people, situations, and circumstances. And that's the state of slavery, where my happiness can be with me one moment, but disappear the next moment. True Diwali, true awareness of living in the light, means to live in the state of self-respect. To respect my true self, that no matter what happens, no matter who's around me, but my peace of mind and my happiness are my personal property and non-negotiable. It's like making a contract with the self, or making a pledge that I choose to honor my peace of mind and my happiness regardless of the circumstances. And if I choose to do that, then I will find that even my circumstances will begin to improve. So there are these two approaches to life and circumstances. Usually for most people, they say, I will be happy when my circumstances improve. And so there I'm making the circumstances into the king and making my happiness into the servant. But rather, self-awareness and spirituality tells us, let me learn to keep my mind happy. And if I can maintain my inner happiness, the vibrations of that happiness of my mind will indeed begin to influence my life and my relationships. Now the good news is this return to this state of inner happiness or peace is a return journey. And just as it's remembered how King Ram and Sita, they returned back to their rightful throne, and there was so much happiness and the celebration of lights, in the same way, the return to my own state of self-respect, my state of Swarajya, my self-sovereignty, that's a great cause for celebration. I choose to honor my inner peace and my happiness. And then if I maintain my inner peace and happiness, then this is what I will share in my relationships with other people. Of course, at Diwali, we all exchange gifts with each other, and we all feed sweets to each other. That's all great. But even greater then the sharing of those gifts is the gifts of sharing your good wishes, your positive thoughts, your benevolent intentions, sharing the happiness and the love from your hearts. And when we are self-aware and living in this state of awareness, then it won't just be for 1 or 2 days, but it will be the way that we live. So let's celebrate this Diwali this year, and in fact every day, where I choose only to generate good wishes, positive thoughts, good feelings for those around me, whether it's my family, my work colleagues, my friends, even those who I may consider to be my enemies. Let me make them into my friends by generating the light of good wishes and pure and positive thoughts. So wishing you all a very happy Diwali every day.
आइए इस दिवाली संस्कार परिवर्तन का उत्सव मनाएं।